والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه أما بعد. Then we'll continue inshallah ta'ala with Surah Al-Nazi'at. Surah Al-Nazi'at, where earlier we went through the i'rab of the first 14 ayat. We'll continue inshallah ta'ala up and through ayat 26, where therefore we'll go back to the word for word translation with a brief understanding or the tafsir, and then the i'rab of those ayat as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us blessings in our times so that we may complete the surah in a lot of time, bi'idhnillah. So Allah Azza wa Jalla says in this 15th ayat, Hal ataka hadithu Musa, has there come to you the story of Musa? Hal is a harfu istifham. It's a way of asking a question, right? Ataka, ata is a past tense verb, fil madi, mabni ala fatha. But we're not able to see that fatha because of the alif. So we say mabni ala fatha muqaddar. Muqaddar. One that is assumed there, or it is given, it is not said, but it is understood that it is there because of the impossibility of writing it on that alif. And the kaf here is a damir muttasil mabni ala fatha fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi. It is the object of the verb. It is mansub. Ataka, has there come to you? Come to who? Come to you. Hadithu Musa. Hadithu is the fa'il of ata. Hadith is the fa'il, marfu with a dhamma. Marfu with a dhamma. Musa is mudaf ilayh, and it is majroor, but it is with a kasra muqaddar. Kasra muqaddar. Right? We're not able to see it. Right? It is appropriated or assumed here, however you want to say the word muqaddar, that is because of the alif. Musa has an alif maksura here, so we're not able to write an fatha, a kasra, or a dhamma on it. So it is here majroor with a kasra muqaddar due to the alif being impossible to write it. Then we have إذا or إذ ناداه ربه بالواد المقدس طوى. إذ is a dharf as a man. A dharf as a man. It's mabni ala sukun, but it's in the position of being mansoob. Right? Nada is a past tense verb. Fil madi. Mabni ala fatha. Fatha muqaddar. Muqaddara. Why muqaddar? Because of this alif. It does not allow us to write it on there. Right? And the ha is a damir muttasal. It is an attached pronoun. Mabni ala dhamma, in the position of being fi mahal nasb mansoob maf'ulun bihi, because it is the object of the nada. Nada, when he called who? He called him. Maf'ulun bihi. Rabbuhu. Rabb is your fa'il. Rabb is the fa'il. Marfu with a dhamma. Marfu with a dhamma. Rabbuhu. Hu is a damir muttasil fi mahal al-jar mudaf ilay. It's in the position of being majroor because it is mudaf ilay. Rabbuhu, his Lord. It shows possession. Bil wadi. Ba is harf jar. Al wadi is ism majroor. Majroor with a kasra zahira, an apparent kasra. We can see it. Al-muqaddasi. Al-muqaddas is a sifa. It is a sifa of al-wad, and so therefore it is going to be majroor like it with that kasra, and the kasra again is zahira. It's apparent. We can see it. Tuwa. Tuwa is a badal for al-wad. We can say إذ ناداه ربه بالتوى. بالتوى. We could just say it like that. بالتوى. Right? Because it is a badal for it. and it is majroor, although it is mamnu' min as-sarf. It is mamnu' min as-sarf. It does not take the tanween nor kasras when majroor. Rather, it takes the fathas when majroor. So we say it is a badal min al-wad majroor wa alamatu jarrihi al-fatha muqaddara. Right? Because we're not able to see the fatha on this alif. So it is fatha muqaddara. Right? And that's we'll just say it like that. We'll leave it like that without adding any more to it. اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. اذهب is a fil amr مبني على سكون. Fil amr مبني على سكون. The fa'il is mustatir. It's hidden. تقديره, its estimation, I guess we'll say here, is who or enter, you. اذهب, go. Allah is telling Musa, اذهب إلى فرعون. إلى is a harf jar. Fir'aun is ismu majroor. But because it is mamnu' min as-sarf, it is majroor with a fatha. Zahira here, right? It is apparent. And a benefit that all names which are not Arabic names are going to be mamnu' min as-sarf. All names which are not Arabic names are going to be mamnu' min as-sarf, except if they have 3 letters and the third letter is sakin. The third letter has a sukoon on it. So for example, Lut. Lu, we'll put a tanween. Lutun. Right? Nuh. Hun. Right? Georgiun. Like the name George. Georgiun. If it has 3 letters and the middle one has a sukoon, then it will take the tanween. It will take the sarf. Other than that, they do not take sarf, foreign names. So Fir'aun is here not even a name, but rather a title. Fir'aun is a title. It was not his name. Rather, Fir'aun was the name of every leader of Misr during that period. Just like Najashi was the name of the leader in Abyssinia. And Heraclius was the name of the people in Rome. And so on and so forth. Right? Or Heraclius might have been in Persia. I think that was Persia. And then in Rome, there was Kisra. And in the time of Yusuf, the leader of the people of Misr was called Al-Aziz. Aziz. So they had different names. Right? This is a title. Ila Fir'auna. Fir'auna is majroor with a fatha, mamnu' min as-sarf. Innahu. Inna is a harfu nasikh wa nasib. It emphasizes, it brings tawkid or emphasis, and it makes the noun after it mansoob. So the ha or innahu, who here is a damir muttasal mabni ala damma fi mahal an-nasb ismu inna. Fi mahal, in the condition of being mansoob, ismu inna. Taga. Taga is a fil madi mabni ala fatha muqaddar. Muqaddara, because of the alif. Right? We're not able to do it. And the fa'il is mustatir. It's hidden inside of here. Taqdiruhu huwa, returning back to Fir'aun. And the sentence taga, because that is a verb, it is a sentence, it has a fi'l and a fa'il, then that returns back to being the khabaru inna. Who is your mubtada? Taga is your khabar. And if there's any questions, then you can just put them in there till you get your headset together. فَقُلْ هَلْ لَكَ إِلَّا أَن تَزَكَّى. فَقُلْ هَلْ لَكَ إِلَّا أَن تَزَكَّى. فَقُلْ, then say to him, go to Fir'aun, he has transgressed, and say to him, would you like to be purified, basically. Right? فَقُلْ, fa is a harfu atf, it is a connecting letter. Qul is a command verb. It's a fil amr, mabni ala sukoon. Mabni ala sukoon. And the fa'il is a damir mustatir, is a hidden pronoun, taqdiruhu anta, and you say to him, right? Hal, harf istifham, again, hal is a harf istifham, a question word. Laka, la is a harf jar, and the kaf here is a damir muttasil, mabni ala fatta fi mahal jar, after, ba'da harf jar. It's in the position of being majroor, even though it is mabni ala fatta, is in the position of being majroor after the la, the harf jar la, lam here. Ila is another harf jar and is what we call here a harf masdari or harf nasib. It is something which makes the thing following it mansub, the verb following it mansub. Tazakka is a fil mudari. It is mansub after an, and the sign of it being mansub is a fatha muqaddara. Why? Because of the alif. We're not able to see it. So if we were to say tadhakkaru or tadhakkara, we would say tadhakkara, and we would see it. But here we say tazakka. These are the same form. So we see the fatha here, we see the fatha here, we see the fatha here. Here, we're not able to see it. Why? Because of the alif. So we say fatha muqaddara. Wa ahdiyaka. Wa is a harfu atf. Ahdiyaka. Ahdi is mansub after an. Ahdi here is mansub after an. Would you like to be purified? And I guide you. And that I guide you. Ahdiyaka. It is a present tense verb, fil mudari, mansub, ba'd al-an, after an, right, with a fatha, zahira, right? Ka is a damir muttasil, fi mahal al-nasb. Guide who? Guide you, maf'ulun bihi, right? Ila rabbika. Ila is a harf jar. Rabbika. Rabbi is ismu majroor with a kasra zahira. And a kaf is a damir muttasil mabni ala fatha fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Rabbika. Fatakhsha. Fa is a harf atf. Harf atf, it's a connecting letter. Takhsha is a fil mudari. Mansub. Right? Mansub wa alamat nasbihi. And the sign of it being mansub is a fatha muqaddara. Right? And it's ma'tuf. It's connected to ahdiya and tazakka. So that's why it is mansub. But mansub with a fatha muqaddara because of the impermissibility of writing it on the alif. فَأَرَاهُ آيَةَ الْكُبْرَى. فَأَرَاهُ. Fa is harf atf or harf isti'nafiyya, one showing continuation or connection, but here more so continuation. فَأَرَاهُ. Ara is a fil madi. Ara. Ara is a fil madi. Mabni ala fatha muqaddara. Right? Because of the alif that we're not able to write on. Right? Who is a damir muttasil. It is a attached pronoun. Mabni ala damma. Right? Fi mahal al-nasb. Maf'ulun bihi. Al-awwal. It's the first maf'ulun bihi. So he showed him. He showed him. He showed him what? Al-ayat al-kubra. Al-ayah here is a maf'ulun bihi thani. Mansub with a fatha zahira. Al-kubra. Al-kubra is a sifa. It's an adjective to or a description of al-ayah. And it is mansub with a fatha muqaddara. Why muqaddara? Because of the alif. We're not able to see it. فَكَذَّبَ وَعَصَى. فَكَذَّبَ. Fa is harf isti'nafiyya, meaning continuation. كَذَّبَ is a fil madi, mabni ala fatha zahira. Wa is a harf atf, a connecting letter. وَعَصَى. Asa is a fil madi, mabni ala fatha muqaddara, because of the alif. Right? And the file in both of these is taqdiruhu huwa. He lied and he disobeyed. He denied, he disobeyed. ثم أدبر يسعى. ثم is a harfu atf. It is a connecting letter and it benefits us. Yufid al-tartib wa tarahi. It benefits us in order. This happened in such and such order, as well as it does not have to be right away. It could be after some time. Not that this happened, he did this and then right away. Rather, it happened in that order, but there could be some time between there. Adbara, he turned away, is a fil madi, mabni ala fatha, zahira, as we can see it there. Adbara yas'a. Yas'a is also a fil mudari' marfu'. Is fil mudari' marfu'. Wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma muqaddara. Yas'a'u. If we said yajlisu, I know that's sloppy. Yajlisu, we would see it, but because of the yas'a, we do not get to see the u there because of the alif, right? Because of the alif. And the fa'il here is mustatir. It's hidden, right? It's hidden to be taqdiruhu huwa. He's the one doing it. فحشر فنادى. Fa is harfu atf, so this is what he did, or isti'nafiya, this is what he did in continuation or connection. Hashara is a fil madi mabni ala fatha zahira. Zahira, as we can see there. Fanada, fa is a harfu atf again, right? Nada is a fil madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara because of the alif. We're not able to write it. We say منع من ظهورها التعذر. It is prohibited from seeing it, from it being ظاهرة, because of the excuse of the alif, right? فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى. فقال, fa is a harfu atf. قال is a fil madi مبني على فتحة ظاهرة, as we can see there. أنا is a damir munfasal, is a detached pronoun, mabni ala sukoon, mabni ala on this sukoon, and this sukoon is written on ana here in the Quran to prevent us from elongating it, because it's not ana, but ana. It's written there but not pronounced. This is one of those times that something is written in Arabic but not pronounced. It is not pronounced, and so that the sukoon is written there for us, right? It is mabni ala sukoon, and is the position of being marfu' as the mubtada. He said, I, rabbukum, rabbu, marfu', because it is your khabar. It is your khabar, marfu'. Kum is a damir muttasal, is attached pronoun, mabni ala sukoon, fi mahal jar, maf'ulun bihi. It's the position of being maf'ulun bihi, majroor. This dhamma here is written for to prevent us from having two sukoons next to each other. Al-a'la. Al-a'la is a sifa of Rabb here. Al-a'la is a sifa of Rabb, and it is marfu', but it is prevented from seeing the dhamma. It's marfu' with a dhamma muqaddara. It's muqaddara because of the alif, right? Just like if we said ahsanu, right, or akbaru, we can see the dhamma, but because of the alif, we're not able to see it. فَأَخَذَهُ اللَّهُ. Fa is harf sababiyya, so therefore he did this. Fa is a harf, is therefore here. This one is showing this is the reason. Therefore, أَخَذَهُ. أَخَذَ is a fil madi, is a past tense verb. Mabni ala fatha, which we're able to see there. أخذ, who is the mere muttasal fi mahal al-nasb maf'ulun bihi, is in the position of being mansub because it is the object of the verb. Allah, lafz al-jalala, is the fa'il, marfu', and the sign of it being marfu' is a dhamma, zahira, a clear dhamma, apparent. Nakal, as we said in last class, talking about the options and possibilities of what could be, Nakal has 7 different i'rabs according to the scholars, right? And it could have more than that, but in the book I have, it shows 7 different options. The best of them, the easiest of them, not necessarily the best of them, but the easiest of them for us to understand would be that this is the hal. How did he take him? He took him as an exemplary punishment. And the hal is always mansoob, right? Al-akhirah is mudaf ilayh, majroor with a kasra, ظاهرة. Wal-ula, wow, is a harfu atf, right? Al-ula is going to be ma'tuf al-akhirah, means it's going to be connected to it. It's going to be majroor like it. So it's majroor with a kasra muqaddara. Why? Because of the alif. Right? Inna fi dhalika la ibratan liman yakhsha. Inna is a harfu nasikh wa nasib yufid at-tawkid. It shows us emphasis, and it makes the noun after it mansoob and the khabar marfu'. Inna fi dhalika. Fi is a harf jar. Dhalika is a ismul ishara. It's a pointing noun. Mabni ala fatha. Even though we can break down dhal to that to be a part, and lam to be a part, and kaf to be a part, we're going to make it easy and say they're one word for now, right? Dhalika is an ismul ishara. Mabni ala fatha, in the position of being marfu', right? In the position of being majroor after fi. In the position of being fi mahal jar, ismu majroor. La ibratan, la here is a lam at-tawkid, the lam of emphasis. Ibratan, ibra is mansoob. Why? Because it is the ismu inna. Inna al-ibrata fi dhalika. Indeed, there is a lesson in that. Liman yakhsha. Right? But he's emphasizing that and not the lesson. So inna fi dhalika la ibratan. And the khabaru inna is going to be fi dhalika. Liman yakhsha. Li is a harf jar. Man is the ismu mawsul mabni ala sukoon. Here fi mahal jar, in the position of being majroor after the harf jar, after the preposition. Yakhsha is a fi'l mudari marfu' with a dhamma muqaddara, because of the alif preventing us from being able to do so. The fa'il is mustatir, it's hidden, taqdiruhu huwa, meaning whoever fears Allah. That person, for him, is a lesson in this. Any questions? I can open your microphone before we go to. Let's go to the word for word, inshallah ta'ala. We'll continue from there, hopefully. We'll see what we can do. Start right here after the green block. Allah Azza wa Jalla asks, let me take a drink. It's 10 o'clock at night here, so I can drink. No one think I'm breaking my fast, because y'all fasting. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, أَأَنْتُمْ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا أَمِ السَّمَاءِ. A is a question. Antum, you guys, plural. Ashaddu, more severe. From shadid, like kabir becomes akbar, shadid becomes ashaddu. Are you guys more severe, khalqan, as a creation, am as-sama, or the skies, right? Or the skies. Meaning, is it harder for Allah to create you or the skies? Look at the sun, the moon, the planets, all that stuff that has to be involved in the oxygen. And are you harder to create after your death than the skies? Which one? You or the skies? Which one's harder? Banaha. He built the skies. He built all of the skies. Banaha. From bana, to build. Right? He built. Banaha, meaning the sama. He built the skies. One or all of them. Rafa'a, to raise. Rafa'ain, to raise. Rafa'a samkaha. Samka, the samk is the roof. It is the roof or the height of something. If something is the height of something, the samk. Right? Samkaha. he raised its roof, or he raised its height. فَسَوَّاهَا. And then he made them equal or level, right? Equal or level, or he put them in shape, right? Sawa, from sin, waw, alif, right? Sawa. Like we have the word mustawa, the word level, right? The word level, like mustawa al-awwal, mustawa thani, first level, second level. As like in grades, or in the mustawa kutubu mutun talib al-ilm. Right? So we have the word sawa, something to be equal. Hal yastawi. Right? Are they equal? The one who knows and the one who doesn't know. This means to make them equal, to spread them out, to put them in order. So Allah raised the skies and put them in order. He raised them high and he put them in order. وَأَغْتَشَ لَيْلَهَا وَأَخْرَجَ دُهَاهَا وَأَغْتَشَ. أَغْتَشَ comes, it's form 4 of ghain, ta, sheen, meaning to make something dark. أَغْتَشَ لَيْلَهَا. And he made the night dark. He made the night dark. Right? وَأَخْرَجَ. And he extracted, from form 4 of kharajim, he extracted duhaha. It's forenoon. It's day. It's early morning time. Right? وَالْأَرْضَ بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ دَحَاهَا. وَالْأَرْض. And the earth. بَعْدَ ذَلِكَ. After that, دَحَاهَا. Daha has two meanings. Daha can mean to lay something flat, or it could be meant to place it or make it in the shape of an egg. As they say, the earth is more in the shape of an egg than it is round, and I can't draw an egg right now for nothing. That's better, I guess, right? So, in the earth, after that, he made it flat, or he made it in the shape of an egg. Either way, it's correct. He made it flat for us to walk on, and he made it in the shape that is in, which is not a perfect circle. أخرج منها. He extracted from it. ماءها. Its water. ومرعاها. ومرعاها. Mar'a comes from the word ra'a. Like we say, كلكم راع. All of you are shepherds. وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Mar'aha. Mar'a comes from that same root, meaning pasture or grazed lands, or lands where animals go and get grass from. Mar'aha. So he extracted from that earth its water, its rivers, its springs, and all of that. Wa mar'aha. And its fields. Wal jibala arsaha. And the jibal, the mountains, arsaha, from arsa. The root is ra, sin, waw, meaning to become firm and established. He established them. Arsa is to make something firm, to anchor it in. A word that's related to this is where Allah Azza wa Jal, he talks about in Surah Ali Imran, in ayat number 6, if I'm not mistaken, he talks about the people of Zayg, those who have a perversion in their hearts. They seek the interpretation of the ayat, those ayat which are unclear. We're talking about the unseen and so forth, right? They seek to interpret them, whereas Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows their interpretation, as well as those who are firmly rooted in knowledge. Arsaha, right? Those who are firmly rooted. So al-jibala arsaha, right? He established them. He anchored them in. From ra, sin, waw, form 4, arsa. Mata'an lakum wa li'an'amikum. Mata' comes from mim ta'ain, and it has something to do with pleasure, right? It has something to do with pleasure. It can also just mean stuff that you have. It's goods, it's provisions for you, right? And something that you seek enjoyment from. Mata'un, it's an enjoyment. These are provisions and enjoyment. Lakum, for you. Wali an'amikum, and for your an'am, meaning for your cattle, for your livestock, your cows, your camels, your horses, your cows, your sheep. Right? An'am, like Surah Al-An'am, Surah number 6. Right? Allah made the earth like that, and he built the earth like that, brought forth the springs, brought forth his water, he brought forth its gardens, he made the mountains firm and anchored them down, so all of this could be a pleasure for you, a thing for enjoyment for you, so you could utilize it, you and your animals. فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الطَّامَّةُ الْكُبْرَى فَإِذَا, so then, when, if, but here more so when, because it's definitely going to happen. So when ja'at, and we said Allah talks about the past tense. He talks about the day of judgment in the past tense a lot, right? Because that's exactly how it's going to happen. فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الطَّامَّةُ. At-tamma comes from tamim. Here it means a great catastrophe or calamity, disaster, calamity, catastrophe. فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الطَّامَّةُ. So if the Tama al-Kubra, the biggest one, al-Kubra is we have Akbar when something is masculine. And when it's feminine, we say Kubra, the biggest. So when the big Tama al-Kubra, the biggest Tama, the biggest disaster comes, right? So when the biggest disaster comes, يَوْمَ يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ مَا سَعَى. يَوْمَ, meaning on that day. يَتَذَكَّرُ, from Dal, Kaf, Ra, from the word dhikr. Tadhakkara is form 5. يَتَذَكَّرُ الْإِنسَانُ, a person will remember. مَا سَعَى, what? Sa'a, what he struggled, what he strove for, what he put all his energy towards. وَبُرِزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ لِمَنْ يَرَى. وَبُرِزَت comes from ba-ra-zay, meaning to become apparent or to manifest itself. Burizat is mebni. It is majhul here, right? It is majhul. It is passive. وَبُرِزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ. And when the hellfire becomes apparent, who's going to make it apparent? We don't have that information here in the sentence, but we know when Allah makes it apparent. But it's majhul. وَبُرِزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ. So the object becomes the na'ib fa'al, marfu'. وَبُرِزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ. When the hellfire becomes apparent, liman yara, for whoever looks at it. Liman, for whoever, yara, whoever looks. Whoever looks, they're going to see the hellfire. فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى. Fa is then, or so, or therefore. Amma is as for. So therefore, or so as for. Men taga, whoever transgressed. وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Athara is form 4 of Alif, Tha, Ra. Form 4 is athara, meaning to prefer. So whoever transgressed, وَآثَرَتِ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. And he preferred the life of this world. Hayat. Hayat al-dunya. The life of the dunya. He preferred this over the hereafter. فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. فَإِنَّ, then verily, al-jahim, the hellfire, هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. It is the resting place, the place of refuge. As we said, awa is to seek refuge. Ma'wa is the place to seek refuge. That's where he's going to seek refuge, in hellfire. The one who transgresses and prefers this life, how stupid he is, he's going to seek refuge in the hellfire. That's where he's going to seek his destination at. وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ. And as for the one who fears, مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ, he fears the place, the maqam, the place of his Lord, meaning he fears standing in front of him and having to answer for all that he says and does. فَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ. So as for the one who fears the place of his Lord, وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ. وَنَهَى, to prohibit, right? Like we have the la and nahiya, the la that prohibits. وَنَهَى, amr bil maruf, وَنَهي and al-munkar. وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ, And he prohibits the soul. He prohibits his soul. Anil hawa, from desires. Hawa. فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Then Jannah, it is the resting place. It is the place of refuge for him. يَسْأَلُونَكَ. They ask you. يَسْأَلُونَ, from sa'ala, to ask. يَسْأَلُ, they ask. يَسْأَلُ, or he asks. يَسْأَلُونَ, they ask. They ask you. يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ السَّاعَةِ, about the hour. As-sa' is the hour. They ask you about the hour, meaning the day of judgment. Ayyan. Ayyan, you're going to look it up under Alif, Ya, Noon. And it means Aina is where. Aina is where. Ayyan is when. Ayyan is when. Ayyan mursaha. Meta, when, mursaha. Mursaha, again, is from Ra, Sin, Wow. Meaning to be anchored. Right? To be anchored. When you anchor something, it's firm. It's established. Ayyana mursaha. When will it be its time? When will the hour be established? When will it be set? Then Allah Azza wa Jalla says to his Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Fima anta min dhikraha. Fima anta, and this is strange how they translated it in the Noble Quran, because they translated it by meaning totally. They did not translate it by the words that are there. They translated it by meaning. So he says, Fima, in what? In what? And again, it's fi plus ma. So just like amma, we had an plus ma. But because ma is majroor after an, we dropped our alif. The same thing, ma is majroor after fi, so we drop our alif. So we say fima. In what? Or regarding what? Anta min dhikraha. Anta, you, min dhikraha, are from its mentioning. Like, what do you have to say about when it's going to be? How do you know when it's going to be? They translate it in the Noble Quran. They translate it here as saying something to the effect, you don't have any knowledge about it. You don't have any knowledge about it. And this is the meaning. Fima anta min dhikraha. And in what do you have any say-so in it? That's what it really means. That's what it says in the Arabic. Fima anta min dhikraha. And what are you to talk about it? And in what do you have any say-so about it? But they say, and you don't have any say-so. No problem. The meaning is the same, but it's just weird that they chose to be broad in it, right? Ila rabbika muntahaha. To your Lord, ila rabbika muntahaha. Muntaha is from the same root as naha, to prohibit. But this is form 7. Intaha. Right? Intaha. Let me see, is it 7 or 8? It's escaping my mind right now. Form 8. I'm sorry. Form 8. Form 8. 1, 2, 3. Form 8, not 7. Intaha is form 8. And it means the end of something. When you prohibit it, you put an end to it. Here, muntaha is ila rabbika muntahaha. To your Lord is its final destination. Is the end of it. Meaning the hour. Innama anta mundhiru man yakhshaha. Innama is only. Anta, you are only. Mundhir, you're only a warner. From Nun Dhal Ra. We had that yesterday. Nun Dhal Ra. You're only a warner. Man yakhshaha. Whoever fears it. Whoever fears it. Yakhsha. From khashya. Right? Kha, shin, ya. Whoever fears it. Yakhshaha. Ka'annahum. Ka'anna is from the sisters of inna, and it means like. It is like home. They, right? Yoma yarawnaha. Yoma, on the day, yarawnaha. They see it. It will be like, they will be like, ka'annahum, they are like, Yoma yarawnaha, on the day they see it. Lam yalbathu. Lam is a negation of the past. Yalbathu from lam ba tha, meaning to stay. Lam yalbathu, they did not stay. Illa, except ashiyatan aw duhaha. Ashiya comes from ayn, sheen, ya, and it means like the word asha, isha, salatul isha. Ashiyatan is the evening. It will not be as if they stayed, but like an evening, aw duhaha, or a morning. They'll just think that's how quick life passed away. How long have you been? How long has it been since you were in the grave? How long? It might have been thousands of years. It will be to them like a morning or an evening. Or an evening or a morning, as it says here in the order here. Are there any questions? We're going to try our best to do whatever we can from the i'rab, and we may have to continue tomorrow. Allah knows best. We're going to go till around, 1 second, let's see here. We're going to go to around 2:50. 2:50 because we started a few minutes late. 2:50 because we started a few minutes late. Allah Azza wa Jalla says up here in ayat number 27, أَأَنْتُمْ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا أَمِ السَّمَاءِ بَنَاهَا. He says, are you basically more difficult? Are you more difficult or harder to create, or the sky? Banaha, he built them. He says, is hamzatul istifham, right? It's a question word, but here it's used as inkar. It's used for to like reject something. This is Allah rejecting them. He's not really asking them, but he's rejecting them. So they say hamza lil inkar. Hamza for rebuking them, basically. Antum, right, is a damir munfasil, a separate pronoun, a detached pronoun, fi mahal raf mubtada. It is the mubtada. Ashaddu is the khabar lil mubtada, right? Antum. It is marfu, and the sign of it being marfu is the dhamma, as we can see here. And ashaddu is mamnu min as-sarf, so it does not take a tanween, right? It does not take a tanween here. Khalqan is what we call tamyiz. It's very similar to hal. It's very similar to the hal. Hal is a condition of how something is done. Tamyiz is to distinguish something, right? So when I say I have five what? I have $5. Dollars would be considered tamyiz, and it's mensub, right? When I say I have six what? 6 kids. If I had 6 kids, for example. Kids here would be tamyiz, mensub. Khalqan here is, are you what? Are you harder in what? Harder in creation. Am is sama. Am is a harf atf, a connecting word, meaning or. As-sama. As-sama is your mubtada. And the sign of it being marfu is a dhamma, right? And the khabar of sama is missing. It's mahdhuf. It means أَأَنْتُمْ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا أَمِ السَّمَاءُ أَشَدُّ خَلْقًا. Right? Are you harder to create, or is the sky harder to create? But harder to create at the end was dropped. Banaha. Bana is a fil madi. It is a past tense verb. Mabni ala fatha muqaddara. Why? Because of the alif. Right? The ha, or the fa'il, is a damir mustatir, is a hidden pronoun. Taqdiruhu huwa. He built it. Al-ha is a damir muttasil. It is an attached pronoun. Mabni ala sukun. Right? Fi mahal al-nasb maf'ulun bihi. He built what? He built it. It's the object of the verb mansub. Anytime you got a question, brother, just ask, inshallah ta'ala. طيب رفع سمكها فسواها. رفع is a fi'l madi مبني على فتحة ظاهرة, right? Because there's an ayn, not an alif or a waw or a ya, something that might make it difficult. Rather here, رفع fi'l madi مبني على فتحة ظاهرة. سمكها. سمكة is the مفعول به منصوب with a فتحة. ها is الضمير متصل مبني على سكون في محل الجر مضاف إليه. It's in a position of being its سمك, its ceiling, its height, its roof. He raised its height, its roof. Right? فسواها. Fa is a harfu atf, a connecting letter. Sawa. Right? Sawa is a fi'l madi. Is a fi'l madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara. We do not get to see it. Right? We do not get to see it. Why? Because of the alif. The fa'il is mustatir. It's hidden. Taqdiruhu huwa. He raised it or he made it level. Right? And the ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun, as we've been saying. There's a attached pronoun mabni ala sukun fi mahal and nasb maf'ulun bihi. He made it level. Made what level? Made it, the object of the verb. Wa aghtasha. Wa is a harfu at. Aghtasha is a fi'l madi mabni ala fatha. Laylaha is maf'ulun bihi mansub with a fatha dhahira. Ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. It is mudaf ilay. It shows possession. Its night. He covered its night. He made dark its night. Wa akhraja. Wa harfu atf. Akhraja fil madi mabni ala fatha dhahira. Duhaha. Duha. This alif maksura became an alif mamduda when we added the pronoun there. And they wrote it as a dagger alif instead of separating it like I did here. Right? Duha is the maf'ulun bihi. Wa akhraja duhaha. Right? It is the maf'ulun bihi mansub with a fatha muqaddara because of the alif. Ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. والأرض بعد ذلك دهاها. والأرض. wa is a harfu atf. Al-ard is a maf'ulun bihi mansub, and we'll get there. The fa'il is daha. Daha al-ard. Wa daha al-ard. Right? He straightened out or leveled out what? The earth. Maf'ulun bihi mansub with a fatha dhahira. Ba'da is a dharf az-zaman, adverb of time, mansub. Dhalika is ismu ishara, we'll say for brevity purposes, mabni ala fatha fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Daha is a fi'l madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara because of the alif. Right? The fa'il is taqdir is mustatir, it's hidden. Taqdiruhu huwa, it means him. Ha here is referring to the earth. It is the maf'ulun bihi. Both of these, ha and al-ard, are the same maf'ulun bihi. Right? أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها. أخرج is a fi'l madi mabni ala fatha, as we can see it there. Minha, min is a harf jar. Ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar بعد اسم مجرور بعد حرف جار. اسم مجرور بعد حرف جار. ماءها. أخرج ماءها مفعول به منصوب رفعت ظاهرة. ها is ضمير متصل مبني على سكون في محل جار مضاف إليه. ماءها, its water. ومرعاها. و is a حرف عطف. مرعى is مفعول به. Right? It is mansub, maf'ulun bihi. However, you're not able to see the fatha because of the It's mansub with a fatha muqaddara because of the alif. Ha, damir muttasil, attached pronoun, mabni ala sukun, fi mahal jar, mudaf ilay, in a position of being majroor because it is mudaf ilay. والجبال أرساها والجبال جبال wa is harfu atf. الجبال is the mansub, it is the maf'ulun bihi, mansub with a fatha dhahira because arsaha, just like al-ard, dahaha, arsa al-jibal. Arsa is a fil madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara because of the alif. Written here is a dagger alif, right? Ha is a damir muttasil, attached pronoun, mabni ala sukun fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi, just like jibal. Right? Hopefully all this is clear. And if someone is following on the videos, then they can always pause it and go back and re-listen until it becomes clear. Mata'an lakum wa li'an'amikum. Mata'an is a maf'ulun li ajlihi. It's called maf'ulun li ajlihi. Why did he do this? Why is all of this? Mata'an lakum maf'ulun li ajlihi mansub with fatha dhahira. Lakum, la is harf jar. Kum is a, even though kaf and a meme can be separate, right? Here we're going to say kum is a damir muttasil, is attached pronoun, mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar ba'd al-lam, right? Wa is harfu atf. Li is a ismu is a harf jar making the noun following majrur. Wali an'amikum, an'am is majrur with a kasra after the lam. Kum is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Your cattle, your livestock. فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى. فإذا, fa is isti'nafiyya, therefore continuation. إذا is a dharf. Dharf is a man talking about something happening in the future and has the meaning of a condition, right? If or when. فإذا جاءت. جاءت is a fil madi mabni ala fatha, right? The ta is a ta'nith sakina. It normally has a sukoon there. The kasra there is to prevent the iltiqa sakinain, the two sukoons from meeting each other. At-tama, the disaster or the calamity, the catastrophe, is your fa'il, marfu wa dhamma dhahira. Al-kubra is a sifa of at-tama. It's a sifa of at-tama. It is marfu wa dhamma muqaddara because of the alif. Yawma yatadhakkaru. Yawma yatadhakkaru. Yawma is a dharf as a man. It is mansub. It is an adverb of time, and it is mansub. And the sign of it being mansub is a fatha. Yatadhakkaru. Yatadhakkaru is a fil mudari marfu. And the sign of it being marfu is a dhamma dhahira. Al-insanu is your fa'il marfu with a dhamma dhahira. Ma is ismu mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi. He's going to remember, mankind's going to remember what? What is your noun? It is maf'ulun bihi mansub. Sa'a. Sa'a is a fi'l madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara because of the alif, right? The fa'il is a damir mustatir, a hidden pronoun, taqdiruhu huwa, referring back to insan. He's going to remember what he, insan, did, right? وَبُرِزَتِ الْجَحِيمُ لِمَنْ يَرَى. Burizat. Buriza is a fil madi. Wa is a harfu at. Buriza is a fil madi mabni ala fatha, but it is majhul. It is mabni ala fatha. The ta is a ta'nith sakina. The kasr there is for reading purposes. Al jahimu is called naib al fa'il. Naib al fa'il, right? Because it is taking the place like the representative of the fa'il, because we don't know who the fa'il is, because buriza is majhul. So it is marfu', liman, lam. Lam here is a harf jar, man is ism mawsul, mabni ala sukun, fi mahal jar, after the lam. Yara is a fil mudari, present tense verb. Fil mudari, present tense verb, and the sign of it being marfu' is a dhamma muqaddara because of that alif. Right? And the fa'il is a damir mustatir, hidden pronoun, taqdiruhu huwa. فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى. Then as for the one who transgresses, fa is the jawab. Right? Fa is here is a jawab. It's the answer. As we'll see, right? It is the answer for what comes up here. فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ مَأْوَى is basically, fa here is the answer. Right? To جاءت الطامة الكبرى. So when this comes, then fa. Right? Fa amma man tagha. Right? Fa. This is the answer of that. It's the answer of جاءت الطامة الكبرى. When that great calamity, catastrophe comes. Then whoever tagha. Amma is a harfu shart with tafsil. It means either or. It's a condition. Then as for this one, if you do this, then this will happen. Man is ism mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahal raf mubtada. Man tagha. Tagha is a fil madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara because of the alif. Right? And the file is a damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. So we have a fill and a file, and that sentence tagha is the khabar of man. Right? In the position of being marfu', the khabar of man. وآثر الحياة الدنيا. Wa is a harfu at. آثر is a fil madi mabni ala fatha. الحياة is the maf'ulun bihi mansub with a fatha zahira. الدنيا is a sifa. الدنيا is a sifa for al-hayat, the life. Right? Hayat al-dunya is a sifa, and it is mansub, and the sign of it being mansub is a fatha muqaddara because of the alif here. You're not able to see it. فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Fa is a harf jawab. Then this is what's going to happen. It's a result. It's a result basically of the person who did all of this. Inna is a harfu nasikh wa nasib. It brings emphasis. Yufid al-tawkid. Al-jahima is ismu inna mansub. Right? Ismu inna mansub. Hiya al-ma'wa. Hiya is a damir munfasal, a detached pronoun. Mabni fi mahal raf mubtada. It in itself is a mubtada. Right? Al-ma'wa. It is al-ma'wa. Al-ma'wa is marfu' since it is the khabar, but you do not. It is marfu' with a dhamma muqaddara because of the alif. And together, he al-ma'wa is the khabaru inna. Marfu'. Alright? Khabaru inna marfu'. وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ. Wa is harfu atf. Wa is a harfu atf. Amma, as we said, is a harfu shart with tafsir. Right? It shows this or that. Right? Is a condition. So whoever, man, ismu mawsul, mabni ala sukun, fi mahal raf mubtada. It is mubtada. Right? فَأَمَّا مَنْ. So whoever, khafa. Khafa is a fil madi, mabni ala fatha, zahira. Khafa maqama. Maqama is a maf'ulun bihi, mansub, with a fatha, zahira. He fears the position. Rabbihi. Rabb is mudaf ilay, majroor with a kasra, zahira. Ha is a damir muttasil, majroor, in a position of being mudaf ilay, with a kasra, zahira. Rabbihi. Right? Rabbihi. من خاف مقام ربه. And مقام رب خاف خاف مقام ربه. This is your khabar of men. ونهى النفس. Wa is harfu atf. Naha is a fil madi, is a past tense verb. Mabni ala fatha muqaddara because of the alif. النفس is a maf'ulun bihi with a fatha dhahira. An is a harf jar. This kasra here is for reading purposes, is for to prevent the two sukoons from being next to each other. An al hawa. Hawa is ismu majroor after an with a kasra muqaddara because of the alif. فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. Fa is harf. Again, this is a jawab, then this is what's going to take place, right? So whoever does this, whoever prevents him, whoever fears the position of his Lord and prevents his soul from desires, fa, then therefore, this is the answer, the result. Inna harfu nasab wa nasab yufid tawkid, right? It brings us emphasis. Al jannata is ismu inna mansub. Hiya al ma'wa. Hiya is a mubtada in a position of being marfu, but is mabni ala fatha. Al ma'wa is your khabar of hiya. It is in a position of being marfu with a dhamma muqaddara because of the alif. And together hiya al ma'wa are the khabaru inna. طيب, almost done يا أخوان. يسألونك عن الساعة. يسألونك is a فعل مضارع مرفوع بثبوت النون. The file is the واو الجماعة مرفوع. ك is الضمير متصل مبني على فتح في محل النصب مفعول به. They ask you. They ask who? They ask you. You're the object of the asking. An is a harf jar, making the noun after it majroor with a kasra dhahira. This kasra here is for to prevent the two sukoons. Ayyana is a dharf zaman. Ayyana is a dharf zaman. It is a, no, asaf. It is an ism istifham. It is a question of understanding. Mabni ala fatha. Mabni ala fatha. It's always going to have that. Ayyana. Right? Mursaha. Mursaha is mubtada. Mursa is a mubtada. Marfu'. Marfu'. And the sign of it being marfu' is a dhamma muqaddara because of this alif. Right? The ha is a damir muttasal. Is a damir muttasal fi mahal al-jar. In the position of being jar mudaf ilay. The Dharf zaman here is your basically your khabar as well, brought forth. Mursaha ayyana. Its establishment is when. Ayyan. It's your khabar here, right? Fima. Fi is harf jar. Ma is ism istifham. It's majroor here after fi, and therefore we lost our alif there, right? Anta is a damir munfasil, a detached pronoun, mabni ala fatha. It's in a position here of being marfu as the mubtada. Anta min dhikraha. Min is a harf jar. Dhikra is dhikra with an alif. Maksura, dhikra. It is majroor with a kasra muqaddara because of the alif. Min dhikra ha. Has the damir muttasil, an attached pronoun in a position of being mudaf ilay, majroor. Ila rabbika muntahaha. Muntaha here is your mubtada. Marfu' with a dhamma muqaddara because of the alif. Muntaha, its ending, its establishment, the destination of it. Ila rabbika is to your Lord. Ila is a harf jar. Rabbi is ism majroor with a kasra dhahira. Ka is a damir muttasil in a position of being majroor mudaf ilay. Right? Its destination is to your Lord. The ha in muntaha is a damir muttasil fi mahal jar mudaf ilay as well. Its ending its destination is to your Lord. Illa rabbika is your khabar. This is your mubtada. This is your khabar. Innama is a harf nasikh, right? It shows, it benefits us limitation. It's only, everything is limited to this. Anta is a damir munfasal, a detached pronoun. Mabni ala fatta fi mahal raf mubtada is your mubtada. Munzir is your khabar of anta. You are a warner. It is marfu'. And the sign of it being marfu' is a dhamma dhahira. Now why isn't it a tanween? Because men here is mudaf ilay. Mundhiru, men. You are a warner of who? Are two men yakhshaha. Men is a ism mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Yakhshaha, yakhsha is a present tense verb. Fil mudari marfu' with a dhamma muqaddara because of the ya. Yakhshaha. Ha is a damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahal and nasb in the position of being mansub maf'ulun bihi. It's the object of the verb. Whoever fears it, meaning the day that they meet their Lord. Ka'annahum, and I know I'm going a few minutes over, inshallah, it's the last ayah. Ka'anna is a harf nasikh with nasb, and it benefits us similarity. Hum is a damir muttasil fi mahal nasb because it is ismu kana. Asmu ka'ana. Ka'ana is the sister of inna, so it makes the noun following it mansub. Right? Yawma is a dharf of zaman mansub with a fatha dhahira. Yarawna is a fil mudari marfu' bi thubut an-nun. The thubut an-nun is the sign of it being marfu'. Yarawna, the waw is the fa'il. Waw jama' is your fa'il, marfu' fa'il. Ha is the damir muttasil fi mahal an-nasb maf'ulun bihi. When they see it. Right? Lam is a harf nafi with jazm wa qalb. It negates it, it makes it majzoom, and it makes it past tense. Yalbathu was yalbathuna, but because of lam it became majzoom bi hadfi noon. The waw is a waw jama' fa'il marfu'. Right? Lam yalbathu fil mudari majzoom bi hadfi noon. The file is the waw jama' marfu'. Illa is a adat al hasr. It's a particle of limitation. Illa is giving us an exception here. Illa ashiyatan aw duhaha. Ashiyatan is a dharf of zaman. It's an adverb of time. Except for a night or part of a night. Mansub with a fatha dhahira. Aw is a harf atf, a connecting word meaning or. Duhaha. Duha is ismu ma'utuf. It is connected to ashiya. It is mansub with a fatha muqaddara because of that alif. Aw duhaha. Ha is a damir muttasil fi mahal al-jar mudaf ilay. Any questions, brother? Doing this is like being a computer, man. Just typing in. There's no like. It's not. This isn't pleasurable. Like finding a benefit of tafsir. It's just like punching in numbers. You know, being an accountant or something. It's not fun. You know, not like the tafsir and the finding out the words and how this is. But it's necessary for us to understand. Number one, so that we can speak and understand Arabic and we know what's the object and what's not the object, and so that we don't make kufr, like saying that Allah is free from the messenger and so on and so forth. However, it's not fun. It's just punching in numbers. But inshallah ta'ala, like we said, is necessary. Inshallah, we're benefiting. To see you, brother, tomorrow morning for you. with Surah Abasa, inshallah ta'ala. جزاكم الله خيرا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.